What's going on, guys? Welcome along to the Football Syndicate. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I certainly did, as Arsenal defeated Manchester City by 2 goals to 0 at the Etihad Stadium. Coming from an Arsenal fan, this is a really unexpected result, and to be frank, I'm really overwhelmed with the conclusion of this game. I really never expected it, considering our performances and results against the big teams, not just this season, but in the past 10 years really, against like United, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, even Southampton. We saw this season that we totally capitulate away from home. But it was good to see in this game that we went in with a refreshed approach from Arsene Wenger especially, and a lot of credit has to go his way for adjusting his tactics, lining up a lot more defensively and giving us a real chance. And it was a real plan B in this game from him. I think that's the real word to epitomise this. Well, not word, but phrase to epitomise it, should I say. Certainly lining up more defensively. We saw Francis Coquelin utilising the defensive midfield role with 2 banks of 4, Coquelin occupying the space between the defenders and the more attacking midfield players up top. We had Aaron Ramsey providing cover. A lot of players putting in a very strong work ethic in this game, inspired by Alexis Sanchez, who arguably didn't have his best of games yesterday. And I think it's good to see that in a sense, because it just shows that we're not so reliant on this guy. Whereas Manchester City, they were without Yaya Toure, and as we've seen in previous games, they fail to get wins. They normally don't struggle in games where he's missing, and I'm sure Arsenal would do the same, because Alexis Sanchez is such an inspiration to the team. But it just shows how crucial some players can be to a team setup. But we got the first goal in this game through Santi Cazorla, a well-worked penalty by Nacho Monreal. Company brought him down, a bit of a controversial penalty. Company didn't make the most contacts, but in 2015, you've got to say in the modern game that probably was a penalty. Company couldn't get his feet out of the way. Monreal probably made the most of it, but you kind of got to say he's got the right to go down, despite elaborating on it a little bit too much. But we won the penalty, executed to perfection by Santi Cazorla, giving us that 1-0 advantage. And City didn't really come at us from there. I mean, they put a lot of pressure on us. They dominated possession. They dictated the play. But he didn't really do a lot with it, and we looked dangerous every time we went on the counter through the likes of Alexis Sanchez, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, etc. We looked really exciting going forward, and we had lots of chances to score. Aaron Ramsey had an excellent opportunity to make it 2-0 at one point. Flamini, when he came on, occupying the right-hand side of the pitch, he had an excellent opportunity to get another goal. But we did get a second goal through Olivier Giroud. Santi Cazorla, the goal scorer, turning to provider, putting in a delightful free kick, which met Giroud really perfectly. The connection there was absolutely superb. Fernando, the guilty party there, and it wasn't just Giroud that could have got on the ball. Alexis could have got on it, as could Laurent Koscielny. 3 men left unmarked. He was poor defending from Man City. 2-0 up, and we were in control of the game at that point. And City certainly did try and put a lot of pressure on us. They brought on Jovetic, they brought on Lampard, they brought on Zeko. It was always going to be hard to defend against that, but we defended resiliently, and I think it was really positive to see that Arsenal were up against 16 corners from Manchester City, and City did nothing from any of them. We defended really well. Hector Bellerin, a right back, certainly a player that I don't think loads of Arsenal fans had heard of going into the season, but he put in such a resilient shift away from home against the champions, and it's just amazing that Arsenal seem to have ended this route away from home where they seem to do so poorly. Francis Coquelin, an outcast at the start of the season, on loan at Charlton Athletic, 5 games down the line there, he's recalled, and he's basically running things for us in the middle of the park. Everyone looks so good. I think, I do get the kind of feeling that we can beat anyone, but only if we put in that performance on a consistent basis. That's the real problem with Arsenal. If we do it consistently, I feel that we've got the potential to beat anyone. I feel that we could go far in the Champions League. I feel that we could retain the FA Cup, and I feel that we could go for at least a top 3 finish. But consistency is the key. The players have to show that work ethic week in, week out, and that's the only way that we're going to continue to win big games like this away from home. But anyway, guys, those have been my thoughts on Arsenal's 2-0 victory away at the Etihad Stadium. A massive result for the Gunners, and it really spices up things, not just in the title challenge, but in the race for a top 4 finish. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like rating, get in touch with the Football Syndicate, and I'll speak to you soon.